Well, hello and welcome to episode 12 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. And let's get straight into it. A bit of a kick in the teeth this week for my good self. Everyone's got great scores. When I look at it, how in God's name did everyone get from 80s to 70s? And it's just the bog standard 70 was the green. Well, lucky to get a green arrow, but to get a 52 in this game week after the 102, there's a bit of a bang to the downside. That boom, as I suppose like the trek from the mid 4 millions game week 6 after doing the wild card, it's really worked well all the way up to 10 really. Haaland, that was a massive blow. Um, I was always planning to get Haaland back for game week 11 with Bournemouth, but just couldn't get one more goal. And in all fairness, Haaland has done very well to not do well for me in that time. But yeah, the Haalanders are absolutely laughing all the way to the bank. United couldn't keep it stable. They were just you know you know, soulless basically on that pitch, and it's just shocking to see the where United are and compared to the what's been going on at City. And you just have to take your cap off to Man City. They have everything in place, and this has been a long time coming since before Mancini. Um, and that's the sort of sustainability you need in the Prem. And I think United need to go back to them days. I've kind of lost a bit of faith in Ten Hag, but then again, you can't go too over the top on them. I wouldn't be calling them out or anything. That's my general gut feeling. Um, I think United have done pretty well from last season, still in a way. I think finishing third and winning the Carabao Cup and reaching the FA Cup final. This season is like um, it's just I don't recognize what's happened to Bruno and Rashford, and I think we'll have a look at the teams. I suppose United will be. I think it's a Corpus A kickoff. Just be interesting to see if you put on some of the kids like Hannibal, Garnett, what is it, Garnacho. Still no news here, but doesn't matter so much. Figure it out. I don't expect United to have all the main guns out. But then what is it? Is it a cup sort of team? United like winning cups, and they've won a cup last year compared to a few other teams in the league. I won't care to mention, but yeah, just a bit kind of yeah, if that 2.2 was a 9 and 1 point, yeah, I'd take that, but not too far down. 5.95 is still not a bad position in the league overall. And we'll have a look at the review. This is the review of the Christy Nicholson Pub Fancy League. Well, I think at one stage it will get to be one of the most prestigious leagues in the West anyway. It will become infamous, but it's really to promote everyone in our area, and we recognize and our diaspora and community of FPL Top Dogs. It's basically people who know each other from related sort of work, community, and friendship. Yeah, so we have the two lads from FPL Duo. These are our draft lads. Stevie, Stretford, Knowlesy, Nolan, and Jack the Dancer, Jacksy Malone. And there you go. The two of them are top of the league here. Look at the state of them. Stevie Nolan has just come in with an 85. And I think it's obviously his Son and Madison. Udogi didn't play. He mustn't have had anything on the bench to that could have been should have been even better for. It's just one of them amazing game weeks. Mbuemo, Diaby, they're all scary ones now for people like myself not to have. Um, Son. So Son, Mbuemo, and Diaby crucified me this week, and that's the reason why I've got a 52. 23, 29. Yeah, 29 plus 52. It's about an 81. Yeah, That's exactly the sort of what I was missing, and that can happen in a game week to game week where you have two or three. They are all the difference. If you have them, you're winning. If you don't, and they're the ones that score that week, and there's nothing you can do about it because nobody else has any other scores. Um, so Cash came off before Villa conceded, so that was fine. A yellow, that was handy. Jack Malone, the dancer, is being caught a touch now. Nice little lead, but look, the two of them together in Perth in Australia, that's unreal. And Stevie's got a lot of pedigree over the last 2 or 3 years, coming where is it, third, and then I think he came second last season. So maybe first this season. Who knows? Oh, did he come? I can't remember now. Rory came first, and second. Stevie won something anyway. Jack. So that's the two of them there. Morris. Okay, so Jackie upgraded Morris to Watkins. That's fair enough. And to make the money, he's had to get rid of Ward-Prowse. Good call. Ward-Prowse is playing in a deeper position now, in between the two centre backs and midfielders, number 10. So he's not going to get any sort of massive opportunity for returns from play unless it's from a set piece, a free kick, whatever. I don't think he'll be taking the penalties because that's Douglas Luiz. So, what am I talking? Is it that's Ward-Prowse's West Ham? What's wrong? Who will be taking the penalties for West Ham? Bowen. Is it Bowen? Well, I'm not sure anyway. Just a bit tired at work. Oh God, I have to do. I can't stay too long here, folks. So yeah, Brantwaite is all the rage. Yeah, what a result going away. Yeah, Everton winning there. Trippier, I'll still keep faith in them anyway. João Pedro, just sick of Brighton at this stage, but I will be getting him Mitoma. What I'll be doing myself is possibly do what Jackie done, is get rid of Ward-Prowse, and I just have enough money to the 6.5 to get in himself Mitoma. But I'm not taking the -4 this game week to get in Mitoma. I think it's best now to get. Look, he can. The West Ham are very good fixtures still. They're playing tonight in the Carabao. They're Arsenal at home, so just go bet on Brentford that they've got a good defense, and just bet that they'll do a number over West Ham. Forest at home, Burnley away, Palace. From a West Ham sort of point of view, none of them are gimmies anyway. Fulham, I like the fixtures, but it seems to me Bowen's the fella to really have instead of. It's kind of a story that I've got the wrong dudes. Like I should have Son instead of Madison, and I should have Bowen instead of Ward-Prowse, and I should have Diaby instead of Douglas Luiz. And now Neto's injured, so will Hwang get the same sort of goal opportunities? His expected goal is like nearly one. Neto's just returning game week after game week since I got him in game week 6, so that's a blow there. Alvarez anyway for Bournemouth. Not so many people will have Alvarez, so I'm hoping he goes big next week. Romero, okay, against Chelsea now, so I'm not sure about that. Chelsea are good enough to score. It's a derby, anything can happen. Trippier, I'll still keep the faith in no matter what. I think he can do something, but lots of people seem to be downgrading him for Gahey or some sort of like all the rage now is a Palace defender, of which I've made quite a bit of money on Anderson anyway. So I'm thinking about obviously I was able to get rid of upgrade Morris and throw in Haaland because of what I did last game week. I got rid of Son for Douglas Luiz, and I had 0.3 left over for a sub in game week for this one coming now on 11. to 8.8 just to get Haaland in for Mars, upgrade him. So that's that done. Yeah, it's just like robbing Peter to pay Paul in a way. You get rid of Son, he does that, and then it's a funny one. I just wish lots of people have a Son and a Saka in this. And every time I look into this, I think, oh my God, something mortally wrong has gone wrong with this team. Um, yeah, that's what I feel about that team. But we'll give it a go next game week, and after that, I'll throw in Matoma and just I don't know why I'm going to do this. Everything Arsenal, sorry, the Arsenal thing against Sheffield didn't go too bad. It could have been a lot worse. That's not going to be an easy one for Arsenal. I could go without Arsenal. Burnley at home. I don't like the look of that now with Eddie Nketiah getting another hat trick. There's lots of people rested for Arsenal, including Gabriel, so they'll be back. This is a tricky part of the year now, so you'll need to have a bench. That's all I say is you'll need to get a bench. Arsenal, so I don't really think I need to worry too much about Arsenal. Wolves at home, without a Neto. Um, I would like to have one more Arsenal in there. I'm gonna have to think about this properly. Can I squeeze anyone in there? Um, Looks like I get rid of Ward-Prowse from Atoma. That will leave me nothing at all. So it'd have to be, like for like. I might just leave it. The plan was to get Haaland back, not to go all the way. Um, the City fixture list is quite kind of patchy at best here. Well, Chelsea away, they're conceding all the time. Liverpool at home, that's going to be exciting. Haaland will know he'll have to be on Spurs at home. That could be. We'll see then if they can play with two centre backs and a goalkeeper at the back, and then push Porro and Udogie up into midfield. Yeah, you want to be brave, or City will see this coming a mile. They'll just be waiting for the pressure there. And I'm not sure how Spurs are going to play that. I think the only way they can do that, this is why Kane was really good, especially away from home and the threat of Kane. But I don't know if City will have the same worry factor about Son up front. I'm just not sure about that. Could be a scary one for Tottenham, in all fairness. Yeah, there's a fine line between bravery and foolhardiness. So I'll have to get that one right. I still wouldn't like to have City coming on, but I suppose if you give City a little bit more to think about, that could be effective in a way. It's just tantalizing game. Can't wait for 14. Um, yeah, and Villa, Luton, and the Palace. So I think there's a real good possibility of captaining Haaland every single game there. It's possibly Luton away for Salah. I know that's there, but yeah, it is anyone who's got Haaland, Saka, Son, Diaby, they're gonna crucify me no matter what. Now that I've gone into the Haaland thing, I'm starting to double think could have gone on. Just look how you mean the way. Look, you drop how many places? Nearly 850,000 places in one game week. Shocking. But when you come to think of it, Jackie's there. He's 88, 68 ahead of me. Okay, so there was a time when he's nearly 100. So I'll take that. Things have closed down. They've kind of closed up a little bit in the Christie. I'll take that. These two still have done nothing yet. No wild card, no nothing. They're absolutely carving this thing up between themselves. Owen Cunyon in 75. Um, great FPL game week for Owen at the minute. See Diaby there killing it. Good brave call with Saka. Haaland there. That's the one to do. Doku may have come in for Udogi, Madison. So yeah, Becker in there. Nota Simicus, very handy dude to have in that team. Botman won't be coming back for a while. Morris, everything's dried up and will continue. Yeah, Neil Carney is still there hanging about. He's in the right place in the charts. He's not going away, and he's looking at how um active he's still remaining there. He's got the Saka man back. I think that's a great listen. Fernandez for me, captain material United. I don't think so. When everything's going wrong, he seems to intensify it. He doesn't he isn't able to channel his emotions into a positivity when things are going wrong. When you see Roy Keane, the way he used to channel that anger into massive positive results, it's unreal. It's about channeling your energy, and I just don't think Bruno is. Yes, he can still if United get a penalty. Yeah, I've kind of forgotten what it's like for Bruno to smash one in from a penalty, to do a little skip, hop in the skip. And that's the way. I think you cannot have any United. You can't trust them against anyone. Um, Son and Matoma. See, this is this. Neil is already on the Matoma thing. I think he's the only one to have really. The rest are just rotation. A 56. Mm, it's 330, so it would have had a little bit of a drop there from last week. Duncan Hannon is there having a wonderful season up to now. This season could be it for Donkey. Former winner, 2018 winner, not too long ago. If I can get into his team, the page isn't responding. Terrific. So just keep scroll. There you go. What was it? Nketiah. Yeah, Nketiah. There was people mooting about Nketiah because of Jesus being injured. Um, yeah, he would have started. Great move, great call, and that's what you got to do. Loads of Arsenal here. Very universal team. A bit of everything. It's very universal. Um, he's got bits off the bench, I suppose. Nothing serious, but I think that's what you need is just to have a look at that bench now. Loads of rotation to come as we get up to Christmas and all the big games. Um, yeah, very good. 84, terrific. Congrats, Donkey. Fergie, Great Guns Walsh, Arsenal fan. Yeah, 72, lovely, jubbly. Pickford's finally come through. Saliba is just wow. What a guy to have from the start of the season. Just bog standard, brilliant. And even if he's got an injury, he's fine. A toe won't stop him. Simicast was a no-brainer all season. 2 clean sheets. Should have, should have if I would have. Odegaard didn't play, so somebody's come on. Probably Andreas. Yeah, good stuff, Fergie. Keep it going. Rory Harford has made a massive amount of moves. He's cleaned me of 23 points. Ouch. That's a shocker. Gabriel didn't start, but he'll be there for next time. He's got, yeah, get rid of Richard Rickarson. Just absolutely, absolutely. Although he has picked up a few returns, he's just have no faith in him being able. It's like 2 left feet, Matoma in a good, he'll be fine. Son, lovely. Diaby, this is just, yeah. Look at Taylor with the goal as well. Unreal, unreal. Coming good for Rory. Last year's winner. Connor Freely is hanging in there. He's finally swallowed the Tsamicas pill and rewarded instantly. And that's a +5 or +6, sorry, +6. So that's a 6 gain there. Udogi didn't play. Good call. Bit of wizardry there. Connor looks to be in a great position. Mbuemo, wow, I think he's nearly fixture proof now. Mbuemo. I wish I had a wild card back. I'd have him back. I don't care. He's just fixture proof for everything, and he never get it. He's just fit as a fiddle, strong as hell, great stamina, unreal goals, penalties, terrorizer down the right. Um, he's just although he has blanked a little bit, and that's probably what I still have on my Sun Dream team. Um, but yeah, that's the crack there. Bird, yeah, didn't play, I don't think. What's going on there? Foden, Sterling. Okay, that's as we call way out left field call. Sterling. Good luck with that. 68, boy, I wish I had the 68. Bloody hell, 16. Where did the 16 points come from? So Haaland straight away. Gustav Sean Gilday, these lads are all tipping away. A wild card played, so let's have a look at what Shawnee. Yeah, Palmer, yeah. I've seen a lot of this team. This is definitely Darwin now. That's interesting. Still no Haaland, so he's going against the Haaland thing, and it's going to be scary now next week if Bournemouth can keep that score down to 2 or 3 nil and the points spread, then fine. This is going to be a massive because I mean Chelsea and Spurs and a few others, difficult fixtures to come. Liverpool at home. It's a possibility. Haaland will be off his game. Why not? Why not? Why not go for it? You're up there, top 10, Shawnee, and who's to say, that your way is the highway, and we're on the low way. Um, it's great to be able to spread the money around the team like that as well. The only thing is, okay, White, it's not much in regard to, I'd love to have Saka just in case, but then again, we just don't know how fatigued and how much of a knock injury. It seems to be playing within himself a touch. But yeah, 75 points. That's brilliant. It's brilliant. Good wild card. Going forward on the bench, you've got players there as well. They'll all play. Caldwell is just mopping up the starts for Chelsea this year. Looks like he's a cert. Kieran Kiley. These guys have been hanging around the top 10s and 15s, for years now. The perennial these. Kylie's gone in for the simulcast as well, and that was just 3 points. Great call to get rid of Burn as well. It was a 2-2. Um, uh, was it Wolves they were playing? I'm not sure. I forget, but he must have conceded the goal and picked up a yellow. I would say what happened to Burn. And look at that for a call. That's a +6 right there. And they're the sort of calls that make everything up in the end. I think the Son Madison thing is very viable. Udogi, fine. Highland, yes. People need to get an edge from somewhere. I think Highland hasn't scored in the Prem yet, but I think they're not utilizing them right, and he's not being found, and there's nothing really working. Like Rashford's very selfish off the left, um, and Anthony down the right. It's so much big money spent at United, and I think Eric Ten Hag needs to kind of write off this season and just figure out. I think there's a lot that needs to be moved out of the club as well. And they have to find a way to integrate Mount into this team. Mount is fantastic. Just need to figure out. You just sit the guy down in the office and just say, what do you fancy? What do you want to get out of football? What would you like? Let us help you. I try to kind of base the team around Mason Mount and say that you're our man. We trust you. I know that he's been doing a lot of stuff down the right, and it's kind of I think the whole tactical surrounding United, whatever they're doing, It's not. You have to figure out a way to fit in Mason Mount in the system. Um, if Eric Ten Hag likes to have possession football, Mount can do possession football. Just this right off. We'll see what happens tonight. Denny Ring, Borussia Dundalk. I love the name. I love the name. He's done his wild card. 78 is phenomenal. Yeah, captain in Haaland or Salah. It's fine this week. The only catch is I didn't have one of them, and that's why I'm goosed. I was goosed this week, but not anymore. Who knows? Like Fergie's come up with a goal finally. He'll be dropped now for João Pedro now coming up. It's Brighton. Zerbi and his tactics is just worse than Pep trying to pick anything from Brighton. Um, loads of Newcastle gear going on here. Fair enough. Gordon now will Wilson play every single game up to Christmas. Now that's Isaac is injured for a while. The workload. So who's going to go in there up top? There's a possibility Gordon could be the FPL scout. I watched there. They've been kind of insinuating this possibility Gordon could be a false number 9. So keep an eye out for that. We'll see actually tonight if any of the team news comes out or whatever's going on here. I'd love to know if there's any news about that coming out. Team news. That's only Ipswich and Fulham. Nobody's got any Fulham and United. There is no point in feeling sorry for ourselves at the moment in time, Ten Hag says. Nobody at this club enjoys a defeat, particularly in a Manchester derby. But everything we have achieved so far has been built on looking forward, which means we have to move on quickly from what happens, whether it is positive or negative. Yeah, yeah, I love it. Who in God's name was that? Ten Hag. That's not a Dutch accent, by the way. That's just how a goalmy up in Sligo. They have a word called goalmy. Oh, he's a goalmy. This is somebody just like a gnome or a statue, a gnome, in the garden. And it's just plodding along with no sort of direction, just fixed. Right, what's the story? Bournemouth and Liverpool, 7:45. Look, Billin is the only one out of that team I'd be looking at. It's Lanky possibly. Clivert's eventually playing, but he's dropped in price. Seriously dropped in price. Shocking. So yeah, Klopp has made 8 changes, so that's the total joke within itself. Salah, Slabazai, Tsimikas are the only players to remain in their spots. Interesting. Gomez, Matip, and Kelleher replace Allison. That's fair enough. Harvey, Elliott, Jones are getting a run out. Endo is in there. Gakpo. I'm not sure about that Liverpool team, in all fairness. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. It's just an awful shame that Liverpool just don't take this competition serious. They went out to play this World Club Cup thing, I think, a few years ago, and they went to Dubai or whatever it was and played the youth team against Villa. And they went out. The youth team were hammered. Reece James starts has a return. This is good for my FPL duo. I've got James and Disassi, and I have and Konku ready for him now to come back. So you've been warned, duo people. You know who you are. Sanchez, okay. James starting. This is good. No, that's probably bad for the Prem. So I'm not happy. Sterling's playing. Keep an eye out for that. Jackson's getting a run. Okay. Pickford's just playing. That's a strong Everton team, that. Wow, that is strong. Who are they playing? Burnley. Murik, O'Shea. I don't know who that is. Murik is O'Shea, Rodriguez. Redmond. Roberts, is that Burnley? Yeah, yeah. Look at all the Roberts and Brown. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. I recognize the logo, but I just said, what? I hardly recognize the team whatsoever. So they've totally changed the whole thing. So that's Burnley done. They've shown their true intentions. Um, so we won't get much unless there's any Arsenal, West Ham. Should be Arsenal, West Ham news to be further down. Um, West Ham news. Fabianski's in there. Cresswell Ward-Prowse has been rested. Antonio, yeah, it's just the same old baloney. Bowen is playing though. That's yeah. Bowen is playing. Arsenal, Ramsdale gets the nod. Kiwari plays again in a row. White's there. Zinchenko is now second place, isn't he? Havertz is getting a goal. February. So this is yeah. It's just the way it's gone now. This cup thing. It shouldn't be too much to kind of write home about really in regard to any fixture uh, for the Premier League games ahead now. Um, so that's fine. Farah Tismando, okay, 72. So like 72, 65 to 75 seems to be the standard sort of thing you should have been getting this week. Anything else, you're absolute baloney-villed. Quick look and see what the Oracle's getting on. No, Oh my God, above. Oh my God, Mark, how do you always end up in a template? No matter what you do, that is just to the T, perfect. Uh, and the sack as well. Only thing, okay, the Spurs thing, I know, Son, Madison, but you could, I think it's a good thing to go without them. It seems to be most people will have a Diaby, and all these guys here is that what everybody wants. Everyone, Areola made tons of money for me. Trippier, fine. Kufel, good to come off the bench. Udogi, obviously. Cash's goal. Diaby, brilliant. And he's got the Watkins. Got a bit of West Ham. He's got the right West Ham as well. Haaland. This is so, and the Salah. This is the team. I know it's 65, but going forward, that's just gonna. If you're going to pick a team, that's the one you want. That's the one I want. Oh, that's the one I want. Look at the Guru Killer still flicking away. And he's got rid of Nketiah for Wissa. Oh, Guru Killer. You killed yourself. Still fine. 1.17 million. I take that right now. That is 27 points ahead of what I done this week. Ouch. You got a 0, 2, and a 3, and you're thinking, how did you get 79 points? You think, 4. I'm looking, and then ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. 4 players has done it for him. 4 players, as I said in all this, the right 3 or 4 players, it doesn't matter what the rest of you do. Absolutely. The only catch is he's played an extra chip that I would like to have played. It's a free hit there. I think he'd done it last week. Good stuff. Huey Carney Jr., 75. I'll take that. Diaby, sell it. All them return big time. Okay, and Mbuemo's killed you. But the other two, yeah. But Diaby, I think he got 13. So I think it's moot. So that's still fine. -4, okay, took. I think overall getting in Salah has been the one, and the Simicast, so that's just points galore. So that's think a man there. And he's in it for the long haul here. All the chips, the whole lot. This is Huey's going to have a massive season. I haven't seen Huey play much in regard to FPL before. I think it's his first season in the thing. So he must have got sick of a lot of the hoo-ha with Ja and the crumpet in the family. So I'm going to have a bit of that, and he could be the one. He could be bringing home the bacon to Brackloon, the Christy Nic. Ryan Ward is bog standard brilliant with if there was something. Very, very clever, very astute, in a good position. Not far off the top. Look, 613 is fine. It's okay. 50. I always say to myself, psychologically, if you're over 50 from the top of the Christie, it's fine. When you get 50 to 100, you gotta be, start taking notice here. So yeah, Ryan is probably where I'd like to be right now. I'm 18 points behind him. I'll take it. I just don't want another 8 million plus game week for it. So yeah, this team looking. Look, I don't mind Douglas Reese. He's returned. Um, okay, no Diaby. There is a sacrifice that everyone has to make in the team. Van de Ven's in there. That bench is a bit tricky now in regard to anyone coming off. Beware. Son's fine. So that 77 is brilliant. Jason McGoldrick. That's his team there. I feel for you with that all there. And good call to get rid of Bruno. Uh, David Martin, he's finished third in the Christie before 2018. Watkins didn't quite pay off, and he's got the Palmer in. So I think it's two good upgrades for these two. The only thing about Palmer, if you got Palmer in, it's such a waste not to play him. So try and play him if you can. There's Palmer, so he's left him on the bench. Probably a good call, but he is brilliant, brilliant, so exciting down the right. Chelsea just needs somebody to finish something. It's just really, really, truly, lots of points left on the floor for Chelsea this game week. Palmer is going to just kill it one day, one night, So I have to Gordon and Palmer. That's interesting. A very young team. Dave's obviously he's had Darwin for ages. He had Darwin even when he came off the bench against Newcastle. So Dave's having a very good season. Connor Hussey's come flying up the ratings. I think Starman's a little bit further below, but these are all good positions. 6'11". Still keeping faith in Guardiola. Guavardol, well, help. But these three are going to be really handy for next game week. Ward Prowse, Son. Okay, I've got Madison. My team isn't too dissimilar in the midfield. Okay, Bowen and Ward Prowse. And no Diaby or no Louise. There's no Watkins. You see, that's the issue. But I have just looking at that, I think that could really do well for next week with Estupiñán on the bench. That's brilliant. He's got something. Estupiñán won't be back. He'll be back soon enough. Just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, just needs to think about Neto. I might have to do a little transfer there. Getting in cash, good call. Came off before Villa conceded. I think they did concede at the end, late on. It's just the West Ham thing anyway. Not too sure. We'll see anyway. Brentford away. The bus stop by wherever it's called again. Yeah, so just a shout out for these two mugs here. The two happy Haaland captains. This is Connor Hussey, Roscommons number 5, and the Starman for Mayo. Adrian Phillips. So anyway, these two they don't look to, they've had a terrific week. 2 goals for Haaland, a penalty and an assist. A massive haul. I'm not so sure. Just not so sure, really. It's like Haaland score. Yeah, I'm happy. It's like someone getting Botex or something. Is it in the face? What's it called? Botex? Spandex or whatever in the face, like you can't stop smiling. Yeah, I'm really miserable. Yes, I'm really, really unhappy. I'm really miserable. Yeah. It's Botox, sorry. These two have got Botox Highlander smile. So yeah, enjoy your points. Meh. Joining has crept up again. in a little bit of the shade last few game weeks. He's kept fit with Haaland, of course. It's just been just crazy last few game weeks. That the Haalanders have been hit and hit and hit. A bit of panic. People have switched and wildcarded and decided, well, that's it, I'm going without Haaland, and then he does that to United. So there's a panic out there. People who've got rid of Haaland, and I've just got him back, and I'm kind of meh about it now. Saka, fair enough. Maddison, see, the thing about Maddison, I think he will do well. There's a lot of money tied up in him. I just can't bear getting rid of Maddison until he goes up another price, make another bit of money, and figure out how to get Son back. I don't have Saka. I'm worried. So he's gone in all Arsenal. Gabriel didn't start, so that was a bit of a, ouch. It's a bit of a burn. You'd have to take the burn hit there against Wolves. So a little bit of a miff off there. Taylor couldn't come on, of course. I think. Why didn't Taylor come on? Gary, Burn, Cash. There's three of them there. The three of them did play. So Gabriel came off. Somebody else came on for him. I don't know. Ward-Prowse. And there was no one else. So yeah, that's left on the bench. Nicholas Lohman from the Royal Albert Hall. I was there the other night for Jurassic Park. It's just nice to re-engage back with the hall in South Kensington. I like turning up once in a while, see what's changed. 56, a bit like myself, so less said about the better. Look at Madison for Saka. But I would like to have Saka and Son, but can't have the Oracle's team. All of us, it's just not the way the world's built. Shane Healy over in Australia as well. That's a good solid score. I'm sure it's hard from the time zones and life and enjoying life and getting out and see what's out there. There's more to life than this stuff. You need to get if you can get your personal life sorted out first and then chill out and then do this FPL stuff. But if you're doing this FPL stuff and you haven't got your real life sorted out first, like your work, your love life, or your your family life, or your business life, or your work life, or you're not working, you got no family, you got no nothing, you know where you're going, you're just going out to the pub and smoking, and you don't know where you're going. Like for you, the Friday night to Monday, and this is it. Yeah, just be conscious of that. Like, just be conscious. So maybe stamp collect or coin collect, a bit of a hobby. Sure, I wouldn't advise butterfly collecting. Please leave the butterflies. We need them out there in the fields doing a bit of helping us pollinate the grass. There you go. Bit of a rant here. Going on a bit too long. We're nearly getting to the hour here, I think, at this stage. Good stuff. Owen 78. Dar Kilkenny. I'd love to know. He's done his free hit here. I'd love to know if he's one of them lads from the pub up in Knock. What a wild card. Or it's a free hit though. Fair enough. You can get a free hit like this. You've made the guts of maybe 20 to 30 points off most people in the whole of the 10.5 million worldwide. That's a good job. But somewhere in the long grass, this free hit will catch up on you eventually. Just Diaby, brilliant. Look at this team. This team is virtually the same. This was like the template we saw with the Oracle, except for Vicario, I suppose. But all these the lads you want really. Going forward, yeah, the Saka, the two of them. It's no Ollie Watkins, fair enough, but he's got the two Villa, Bowen. He's got the right West Ham, the right Villa. So, yeah, a bit of everything there is fine. Ferguson and Van Eyck won't play. Ferguson's a 50-50. Whether he get 2 games in a row, I doubt it. I prefer someone like Ranji's 50-50 because he gets suspended there as well. How do you fit Matoma in or something like that? These two are good enough just to stay there. Diaby's just gold now. Saka's just so Bowen, possibly Bowen, I suppose. He's a bit streaky. We'll see. Joey Fats there, the Fats. Joey Fahy, good stuff. Okay, just having a quick look at what you're doing there. 93 there for Starman. Just a shout out there, the Highlander. Loves this. He's gotten back in the game, 5 points ahead of me now, back to some sort of juxtaposition. He's on the zenith, or no, he's got out to the equator. He's in the middle of Earth, the equator. Jackie, the dancer's at the zenith, above us, well above us at this stage, but equator is okay. It's a good platform to attack from. 600. He's got everything intact. It's a good season. I think the secret to Starman this season is just concentrating his training and his life. He's getting his life right. Everything is 5 to 10 minutes. He's not over analyzing this stuff, and it's paying off. Like, Saka's here, Fernandez to have 93 with Bruno still in the team is just like, and Mars, like, it's just wow. That's a double captain there. So that's the captain. Darwin, good call. Mbuemo, a lot of faith shown there. I love the team. Possibly play a Ranji maybe for this Bournemouth game coming up. Morgan Lyons, let's have a quick look. Fine, 76. And Ivan DeMello has crawled up above me. Ouch, West Ham lad. All his chips, an 86 wildcard. Wow, very, very good. Great stuff, like the 93. Great wildcard there. Free hit there, sorry. Earlier on, free hit, wasn't it? Yeah, free hit from Dara Kilkenny. Great stuff. And Mbuemo, this is his wild card going forward. He's got a bit of Palace there. Amada always comes up with something interesting, or Ivan. Trust me, not a lot on the bench there, but all these are regular starters. This should be starting anyway. Yeah, like it. Just love this Son and Saka combination. And Mbuemo's brilliant. And yeah, I know, like Mubama, it's like Obama, so Mubama. Yeah, that's how I figured it out now. I've been saying him wrong all season. So think of Obama, Mubama. Got it. I figured out an awful lot in this podcast now. Laughing. So going forward, he's fine. He's great. Love it. There's a bit of it. It's not so templatey. Love the Anderson thing. I'm going to play Anderson for the rest of seriously until I can. As far as I can see in the horizon, I'm going to play Anderson. That's myself. Shocking. It's just not got any double digits really. That's the main difference. No Diaby there, no Son there, no Mbuemo there, no Darwin or whoever's there. Okay, so we have to have a look at Gaffney, don't we? Aidan Gaffney, take a bow on 94. Is that the best score this week? Has to be. Yeah, up to now, 94. Yeah, take a bow. I think we've seen perfection here, haven't we? Going forward, City's fine for Bournemouth coming up. Saka's in it. Yeah, say. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, people have been watching Liverpool and they know this guy is just he's really a number 10, but he's playing from such a slightly deeper position, but he's getting into them runs and he's all over the box, and he's just probably the heartbeat of that team. Really, it's really Klopp has done unreal getting this guy in. And McAllister's just sitting at the back and just making sure everything's half decent. This guy can do the damage, set piece taker, the whole lot. Only a young Hungarian, and wow. It's interesting now. I was thinking, well, can I take a hit for this guy? I don't know. Just a quick look. Um, that's what I'm going to do this game week. Thinking about resting more Prowse and getting in Anderson there, and I don't know. I hate my team, but you never know. Just keep faith. I'm not going to go I won't go messing. No, no, no. I'm thinking about Matoma really. What price is what price is Salab AI? Can I pronounce his word? 7.1. That's kind of hard to fit in there. Too much surgery. Just can't be bothered. I'll leave it. I've got enough. Salah's enough at the minute. Anderson and Watkins there for Robbie Cagnon. So just going back down a little bit further, Christy Kilcorson there with an 83. That's respectable. Simicast is just like this, just like printing money at this stage. The Simicast is a printing FPL points there. That's just mostly everybody's done it except me. And people got rid of Burn against Wolves just to get into Simicast. A few people have done that move. Yeah, look, I think Christie's on the ball here. I love his team. I said this in the last podcast, the last review. He's got a bit there on the bench. Leno's fine. Good rotation between Areola. Just love it. He's got these two. I think the whole point of this Christy Nicholson League is that we all move together and beat the overall average by far. John Hanna there, 69. That's his team. Aidan and Solo Fitzmaurice won't like a 55, but he's gone with Matoma, was very brave. Dermot Phillips gone with Son, not too bad. 86s. Eamon Phillips in there with an 81. Will Nestor with a hit. Douglas Louise and Lascelles. Lascelles is like kind of too late getting him in now because he will, Batman will be coming back soon enough. I would say. Carlson, fair enough. It's just Sterling or Prowse. Okay, well, it's better than what I did anyway. That's all I can say there, Willie. You done better than me this game week. 54s, but even going down here, Dave McNamara's not having the best of seasons, but 5-7-1, that's in and around. Still, under it's under 100 points, you can say. It's 92 points down, we'll say something in and around that when they're 92 points down. I would never panic even being 100 points down. You could see what happened to me last week. I was over 100 now, about 60. I'll take it. Yeah, Donny O'Brien there, 54. Again, printing money with the Simicus. Michael Waldron there. Cal Carney with 85. Good shout with the Saka. Could have been much more. Probably the Haaland thing. He probably wants to mix it up a bit. Slobazai there. 12. Very, very good call. Mbuemo, brilliant. Bruno, frustration. Yeah, a little bit of a hodgepodge of everything in and about there. No wild card play, just got all his chips. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not a bad position. You're not far off the mark. I think everyone in here really, when you get further down, it's the no man's zone down here really. John Kelly's got an 84. He's got Romaria for a Kanji. He's trying. Shawnee Fitzmaurice has got rid of Saka to get Salah. He's a mad Liverpool fan, our Shawnee. Shawnee the baller. His FPL top dog's name is the baller. Shawnee the baller Fitzmaurice. And trust me, he's a baller. From the old days in the park. Here in Ballyhaunis, Becker's fine. Big Liverpool fan. Luis Diaz, unlucky. Hope his price doesn't fall because of what's happened to his dad and his parents. And pray to God that his dad will be fine and not in Venezuela or wherever. Um, let's hope for some good news to come out of Colombia. So he's got in Salah at all costs. Fair enough. Going forward, you'll just need to do a couple of. He needs to do a few more. He's got a wild card there, so I think he can do a wild card. I'm not sure about Foden here and there and everywhere. Almiron has been doing well recently, but I'm not sure. Um, and Ake there and Louise. Louise won't play for a while. John Kelly, Mad Toffee, and he's famous for being proud of never having any Liverpool players in his team, and he's true to his word this season. Um, some people will stick by their principle, but he's sitting on a double Christy Nicholson win in a row, 15 and 16. No matter what anyone does, they cannot take that away from our Johnny from Ireland. And yeah, let's have a look at Nyler. Nyler would be disappointed with going to the Manchester Derby. Unfortunately, United losing 3-0 and no hope. Again, like the only problem with the crack now, Richie, is everyone has more or less these players, and it's going to be hard to really get back anywhere. People are getting in Saka back and Son. Lots of people have either Son or Madison. Loads of people have Watkins. The issue here now is the Salah is scary proposition away to Luton now. So it's awful hard to get these points back. I don't know how I managed to get. Last year was a total mess. So that's the review anyway, folks. I just want to have a quick look at these are the FPL Scout lads. That's the general here at the bottom, and this Joe on the top. But I like their fixture runner here. So keep an eye out for these fixtures if you can. I'll put myself in there with the lads. It's the guru in here, FPL guru. Brighton are top of the fixture list, but with again, which striker will start? Fahy, the other dude, Ferguson, Welbeck, I think is injured. João Pedro goes on and on and on. I don't know what to do with them. I'm sure some of them will play. Sheffield might give them a game. I think the bold ones are when they're at home. So the Brighton are away to Everton, away to Forest, away to Chelsea, at home to Brentford, and at home to Burnley. So yeah, I think a Matoma is the way to go. That's the reason why I want him. Should be he's just constantly in the box and around the left midfield, I think. Palace again, who do you got Edward and you got Ayu and you've got a few others, but I'm not sure without Eze or Elise. That hamstring is just taking forever, isn't it? So Palace at the top of the ticker. Excuse me. But I'm not sure. Forest, Awani, just coming back from injury. Alanga here. They're top of the ticker, of course. Look at that for a fixture list. Nobody in top six. Wolves without Neto is devastating. Will Huang get the same sort of? I'm sure somebody will come in and try and do something. I'm sure their style and their formation won't change too much, but again, who will you have down the right for Wolves that you can trust and get in? I think the most people. I'm just in the quandary. I just love Neto so much that I'd nearly be willing to wait it out and just keep him in there because I have quite a good bench. United, again, everyone's getting off United stuff, even at home to Luton. I don't know if I look, people can hold on Bruno until then, so good luck with that anyway. Everton away, Newcastle away, Chelsea at home. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for United. Fulham away, I don't think it's easy the way they're playing. Luton, look, could go 1-0 up, penal, Mars, hanging on, Fergie time, 3-1. West Ham, look, I don't know about Antonio, but it's all about Bowen. I'm sure Ward-Prowse must get something in regard to points here. uh, something something massive has happened in that West Ham attack, really, to force Ward-Prowse into more of a deeper role, and I'm just not so sure. We'll just see. I nearly feel like any West Ham you have is just wait and see. If you got them already, like fair enough, but Bowen is the man that I would have there. Sheffield, again, nobody really is really talking about. There's Archer, I suppose, whatever. Liverpool, quite good. We all want quite a bit of Liverpool, I suppose. City in there, Fulham, Sheffield away, Palace. So yeah, it's mainly a lot of the strikers from down here. They're going to have tougher games. City are going to have tougher games. Villa, they're down here. Okay, Forest away, Fulham. I don't know why that ticker for Villa is so far down. Oh well, okay, City and Arsenal. Well, there's quite a lot of points there to get. I think that's a bit misleading. Up to game week 15. I wouldn't worry. So that's the home. So the two games are at home for Villa. Villa are good enough to give both them a bit of a crack. I'm not saying Ollie Watkins is going to get a hat trick against either one of these two, but or Diaby is going to destroy the whole thing. But yeah, I'm very mindful about Villa after game week 14, folks. Okay, not many will want to be on Bournemouth there. There's only Billings and Solanke, but they could be worth a punt in your dream, your draft teams. Chelsea, terrible, terrible fixture list. I don't fancy them. I got rid of Caldwell on my dream team. I just can't. I can't have be, you know, like when you concede a goal or two in the dream team, you're only scratching about for tackles made. You're getting one or 2 points instead, where you could be getting 10 with a Tsimikas or something. Liverpool, I think I think I did get into Tsimikas from a Sun Dream Team. So there's the tip for whatever I do in the Dream Team. That's what you should be doing. This is why the two duo lads are up on top. They have got all the research. They know what they're doing, and it does help your original straight FPL format. Luton, the worst fixtures possible. So fair enough. I think we can forget about Luton for a while. And Spurs, let's have a look at them. Tottenham, Chelsea. Okay, I'm going to the Villa game. I've given away my ticket for Chelsea because I'm working in the city that night. I'm not giving up the 50 quid. A friend will go with my ticket with another friend, and they'll have a good night. I'll go to that one. West Ham is my game. There's no negotiating about that. And Newcastle, I'll leave it up to what they want to do. I share my ticket about. So yeah, a couple of nights to look forward to in the Prem. It's nice to have a season ticket in the whole lot. Like even though I'm Man United now. Sorry, I don't care. I'm back. I'm living in the dream when I was young and it was treble and Andy Cole and Solskjaer's won it and I'm sure United are going to get back to the good old day. I'm convinced of it. I just think Ten Hag needs to be braver, um, or not braver, but not he should not be so stuck in his ways or inflexible or there's not a word arrogant. It's another word. It's stubborn in regard to his players and his tactics. A lot of people are moaning about Rashford. He should have been off. He should have been brought off before Højbjerg. I think what United should be doing now is look. Højbjerg needs to get a proper chance. Work Mount and Højbjerg together. It seems to me the players just don't know. You've got a panel of 30 lads training every other day at United, and they're not sure what sort of role they're going or who's going to play, or there's just no sort of stability there. And it's just like what you can do for United, not what United can do for you. It's like Scott McTominay when he goes on that pitch, it's what he can do for United, and that's. But I think there's a few that just think, well, what can United do for me? Like I'm not going to mention any more. Who else? Who else? But like Johnny Evans and Maguire, like you having a joke here. This is look, he played well recently, okay? But look, it's all baloney. Okay, thanks very much, folks. Let's have a quick look at what's going on here. Any controversy? Okay, nothing much going on. The games are going to be kicking off now. West Ham and Arsenal. Okay, nothing. Declan Rice comes back for the first time. Dubravka's Old Trafford return. Dubravka. Martin plays his first game of the season for Newcastle. Oh, Dubravka. Yeah. Okay. Have we any lineup or anything? I think we saw the lineup earlier on, but we've got no. Okay, we'll leave it at that, folks. Thanks very much for joining us for that one. All good, and pop in at some stage. I'll probably do a Wega shout out. Oh yeah, I think it's yeah. Let's have a quick look at this. When's the deadline? I think it's a Saturday, 12:30 is the kickoff, I think. Um, yeah, 12:30. So 11 o'clock. Okay, everyone be wary. I'm working, so I won't forget it. They're the fixtures. Fair enough. I'm just not going to get too down on my team at all. I'm just going. It is what it is. I'm going to stick to the plan, which is I have no plan now that I got Haaland back. I have to figure out now how to stabilize till Christmas, and then figure out another strategy to get one over the Highlanders. Um, okay. Thanks so much, folks, for joining me, Vince the Guru Wega. And look after yourself, take care, and good luck with your teams. Guru out.